Jordan. Jake, thank you for asking me to do this. What a tease.
Yeah, now they can hear you.
What up, everybody?
What up? How are we doing, everyone?
Great.
Who we got, Jake? Who's in the
In the chat right now, Joey's here. He said, "Good afternoon, fellas. Happy WrestleMania Day. Happy WrestleMania Day to you too." John says, "Go Cody, Logan Paul," and he got another one. Or Joey has another one. He said, "I got another keep trade cut." Sheamus, Drew, or Gunther. Boys, who are you picking?
Excuse me, what?
Sheamus, Gunther, or Drew McIntyre. Who do you guys got? Keep trade cut.
Who is Gunther?
Gunther. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm cutting him because I don't even know how to say his name. Apparently.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm keeping Gunther. I am trading.
Is he a
Drew.
football player? He's
No, we're talking wrestling right now, man.
Yeah, I figured it was
and
not.
I am cutting.
Yeah.
I dropped something. I'm cutting.
Yeah.
I'm cutting Sheamus because he's done all he can do for the company.
Hey, tell John the Cardinals suck.
Hey, he can hear you. You can tell him yourself.
Okay, hey John, the Cardinals suck.
Hey, you talking about the St. Louis Cardinals?
Yeah.
Easy.
He's
That's my
Jordan.
team.
Cardinals suck. Go Twins, baby.
That's my team. We're not even competitors.
I
The
don't
Cardinals
care.
and
Go
the Twins.
baby.
That's not even a rivalry.
something, Cody Rhodes.
Go Twins.
All right. Only downside to this cool little chat thing I got here is I can't see who's in here. Like how many people are in here.
John,
There's 3 people in here.
Cardinals suck.
Hey, he can hear. All right.
Jake, I'm ready. I'm excited.
You hyped? You
Yeah.
hyped? You ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm refreshed.
You're
Let's go.
refreshed. Hey, never mind. Jordan, I don't have the itinerary. It's stuck in this Facebook. I guess it's fine. We can just do that. All right.
All right. I can talk through it.
No, it's fine. I don't want you to.
All right.
Wow.
We're a little. It's a little fiery here
Do
today.
you even
I
have a
have-
game today, Jake? Or
Guys,
what?
I had my Facebook on and so my Facebook was showing on the YouTube thing just now.
Yeah.
So and all it was there's a wrestler, Rhea Ripley, and she's very emo and wears stuff. Anyways, and that's all that was showing on the thing.
I'm watching it right now. Looks great. I see it right behind Adam.
They call her
Cool.
They call her mommy.
WrestleMania, not something I've ever watched even once.
Oh man,
No,
we could have
John-
a grand time,
I
John
did
needs to
play.
come over to my house and make me watch it with him a little bit.
guys. It's a 2-night spectacle now.
Wow,
Oh,
I
Lord.
did play a lot of WWE SmackDown versus Raw on the Nintendo 64 back in
He
the
plays
day.
The Rock.
So
All right, enough of the wrestling.
you brought it up.
Something,
Come on.
something, Cody Rhodes. All right,
Who sings that?
I have no idea who sings it, but it's
Yeah, well, they should keep singing.
I hate you. Joey says real.
Oh, come on.
Jordan
come
says
on.
Rhea look better than Jordan. Jordan, we should dress you up in all leather and see what you look like.
It's too early. It is too early in the day to be coming at me like that.
All right, let's.
Jordan, I got you. I got your back, baby.
Yeah, thanks.
I can't. Jordan, you know what, Jordan? Why don't you push us through these keep cut things?
Yeah,
Because
I'm all about
I
it.
can't pull up the Facebook without it taking over what I'm.
No, let's do it.
All right.
Start it. I'm your host, Jordan, today.
No, you're
Hey,
not.
hey,
go.
No.
Real quick, boys. I think at the end of the year for one of our episodes, we should do a mashup of these pre-episode talks we have with our community,
I agree.
like as the intro to the show.
I agree.
And I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. I can't wait for you to edit that and figure that out. And that's gonna be
Well,
really fun.
Considering I teach the youth of America from 7:30 to 5:15 sometimes, and then I plan for football.
Oh, we get it. You're
no,
a
thank
coach. All right.
Oh, am I?
Hey, come
Oh.
on. Well, that's going to make the supercut, just
Hey,
for the
that's
record.
me
Yeah.
coach to you, buddy.
We even got your coaching picture up today.
Yeah,
Your
that's
guy's
great.
starting right.
Down Straight sings it. It's called Freedom. Adam, pick it. Listen to it. It's a good song.
Who said that?
It's that song I was singing.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do it.
All right, let's jump into it. You are not hosting. To be very clear, Jordan.
All
All right,
right, then I ain't
shh.
saying nothing.
All right, everybody, shut up. All right, shh. It's on. It's on. All right, here we go. Shut up. I have to do my thing, and I
I'm gonna
hate
mute
you.
myself.
All right, I'm ready. I'm focused.
Welcome back to the Next Step Fantasy Football Podcast. We're here to help you take the next step in your fantasy journey. My name is Jake, and I am laughing because Jordan was sipping on his drink right when I started that. So that's fantastic. Jordan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a good Saturday. This episode's been a little cursed. We've scheduled it and rescheduled for all things, all weather-related events and all kinds of stuff going on. So, but I'm glad we finally made it.
Man, it's good to be here. Adam, we don't see your face today on the live stream, but what a nice little coaching picture we have of you. How are you doing today? Adam, you're still muted.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I was trying to slurp my drink too, like Jordan did. But it didn't work. So I'm doing fantastic, people. Got my taxes done this week. Everything's
Ooh.
figured out. Adult moves. Weather's looking great here. It was storming last night, but we're getting into the 50s next week, which, guess what, folks? That means golf season on the way, baby.
Guys, the Masters
I am
is
in a
next
great
week.
mood. What's up?
The Masters is next week.
Oh, don't get me started. That'll be the whole pod, buddy.
A tradition unlike any other. I
Oh,
love it.
you betcha.
Yeah.
I can hear,
Alright.
I can hear Jim Nance right now. Anyway,
So 2 things, quick little notes. I turned you guys up, like
Yeah.
the browser or whatever we're using. I turned it all the way up. So I know some people were complaining that you two were kind of quiet last time. So we're just kind of figuring this whole thing out. It's live stream stuff, and appreciate the patience. So you guys are probably going to be too loud this time. So
Perfect. Rather have that.
I guess. Yeah.
love it. Good thing I'm a quiet talker.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, you guys are at 77 right now. Just putting that out there so for future reference, so now I can know where to go from there.
Perfect.
All right. It's our Keep Trade Cut episode. This is one of the first things we did last year. It was like our 3rd episode we ever did this. It was fun. So we'll get into that. We have a whole bunch of NFL news that we're going to do as well, but we have a game today, boys.
Ooh, I love the games.
Audio. Joey says audio is great. So just a reminder for anyone listening later on, you might hear us mention some other names or the chat. We are live on YouTube. We're going to try and be a little bit more consistent on when that is. But you can always keep an eye out on our Facebook page, and that's where you'll find out. You'll find out when it gets rescheduled 4 times this week.
Love it.
Jeez. So let me pull up the game here. Sorry, I had it on my phone. Just quiet time. Adam, sing for me here. Hey, boys.
Sing for you?
Yeah. All right, I got it.
I was eating some sunflower seeds.
Oh my God. All right. So, we've been bouncing between games, and I think that's just kind of how we're going to keep doing it. Switch it up every week. You guys are on the same team again this week.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Let's
And
go, Coach.
I went a very basic game.
Yeah.
Top 10 all-time rushers. That's it.
Wow.
Over under 7.5. So you need 8. 8 of the top 10. And I know,
we got it.
awkward sign. That was a lot of awkward signs. Lost it. Sorry. I froze our thing, guys.
Oh.
Froze the live stream.
Yeah, I did.
Well, at least I look good.
Jordan's still moving around. I'm all frozen for some reason.
Oh, well, it's okay. We can start the game.
Well, I don't want to look. I look ridiculous. I look stupid right now. Oh man, what a day!
The show must go on.
What a day!
This episode is cursed.
It's cursed.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what
cursed.
it is. Oh,
I see you moving.
We're back.
I see
we're
you
back.
moving.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
We're good. We're
okay.
good.
This
All right.
episode is brought to you by Satan.
All right, we're figured out. We're figured out. Let me just pull up the window. And we'll be good. Oh, see, I did it again. All right, we're fine. NFL leading rushers. All right, guys. So you need to get the top 10, or there's 10. You need the top 8. All right. Wait,
We got 3 minutes.
You get 3 minutes and 3 X's. Okay.
Okay.
You hit the 3rd X, you're out.
All right,
You guys ready?
Adam, I'm ready. Yeah.
Let me pull up.
I
the
got
ti-
one
Let me hold on.
locked and loaded.
Let
Buddy.
me pull up the timer. The stopwatch. The timer.
Jordan, permission to go first.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Excellent.
3, 2, 1, go.
Emmett Smith, lock it in.
Good.
Easy. Number one. He's number one. Yeah.
Yep.
Probably LT. Right?
LT, lock it in.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Number
lock
7.
It in.
Number 7, correct.
Number 7.
Herschel Walker, lock it in.
That's wrong.
That's
Oh
an
my
X.
gosh, are you nuts?
Walter Payton. Lock it in.
Can I just say he's not even top 25, Adam?
Holy cow.
Yeah, number 2.
Number
was
2, Walter Payton. Barry Sanders. Lock it in. Yeah.
Barry Sanders, number 4. Good job.
All right. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 we have?
Yep.
Yep.
Those are the one that was really obvious to me.
Yep.
What about
Is Edgerrin James on there, do you think?
no way. No way.
You don't think so?
I bet you Adrian Peterson is though.
AP, lock it in.
Yeah, number 5.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Adrian James. What about Marshall Falk?
Marshall Falk, lock it in.
Nope.
Oh,
Number 12. That's
Is he
2
close?
Number 12.
Yeah, okay.
12.
Hey,
okay.
Jordan, what do you think about Curtis Martin?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay, Curtis Smart, lock it in.
That is correct. Number 6. You
Oh,
guys
way
to
are
go,
right.
Adam.
1, 2,
Yeah, you're welcome. All right.
3, 4, 5, 6.
We had 5 or 6?
5. You have
6?
5.
Okay. 3 more.
3, 4, 5, 6. No, you have 6.
We have 6.
You said Barry Sanders, right?
We said
Yep.
Barry Sanders, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 4 more, huh?
You're missing 2, 8, 9, and 10. I'm sorry, 3, 8, 9, and 10.
Nope, we have 6, so we just need 2.
Yep. And don't look at the chat because Joey's cheating.
Okay.
Or John's cheating.
Interesting.
What about
You're missing a real big one, and then the other ones are close, all really close. You have a minute.
A real big one?
Yeah. You're missing
Like-
number 3. I'm a little disappointed.
Oh.
Who am I missing? Who are we missing?
I'll give you a little bit more time. The last guy is a modern guy we grew up watching. The other guys are a little older.
Only one is a modern guy?
Is Jim Brown on the list, do you think? Or is that too old?
He's got to be close. He could be like
Yeah.
number 10.
Oh, God.
This
Jim
is for-
Brown, lock
this is-
it in.
This is for the game. You guys sure?
Jim Brown, lock it in.
He is number 11.
Oh!
All right.
Oh, my
John is
Lord.
just typing it every time. Guys, Frank Gore, number 3.
Frank Gore! How could we forget about Frank Gore?
Eric Dickerson comes in at 9. Jerome Bennett
Dickerson.
at 8. The Bus at 8. And,
I
then,
didn't think the
Whoa.
bus had it, but all right.
and then Tony Dorsett was 10. That would have been a tough
Okay.
one.
Frank Gore. We should have had Frank Gore. There's no excuse
Yeah.
for that. There's
My-
no excuse for
Man.
that.
My thought was that you guys would get like all of them except the final like 8, 9, 10, and you just need to get
Yeah.
one of them. You know?
So,
Yeah.
so we got 7?
No, you got 6.
No, we got 6.
Okay.
That's pretty bad. It's not great.
Oh.
There's some interesting names on this. The Work Done comes in at 23.
Work done, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Corey Dillon is number 20.
Where is
Alright.
Edgerrin James?
13.
Okay.
Oh, Adam. All right. I would have put him lower. You,
well, I
you
just,
have.
I just knew he was in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
so I
here,
knew he had
here we go. 11, Jim Brown. 12, Marshall Falk. 13, Edger James. 14, Marcus Allen. 15, Franco Harris. Then we got Thurman Thomas, Fred Taylor,
Ooh.
Steven Jackson, John Riggins, Corey Dillon, O.J. Simpson, LaShawn McCoy, Work Done, Ricky Waters, and Jamal Lewis.
Wow.
Pretty
Jamal
top
Lewis.
25. And to be clear, 25 to 10, it is less than 2,000 yards between all those guys.
Wow.
So
Wow.
the last 15 are all within 2,000 yards of each other. So
Wild.
it's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
I was
Love that.
originally going to do top 10 scoring, whoever scored the most points. And
Oh, so all kickers.
and it was all kickers. And I was like, you guys, I'm not going to say anything because I think that would be fun. I put the over under at like 5.5
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
I must
Jordan,
say,
it's our first loss.
yeah, first L.
It is.
I must say,
Well, no, this is your second L because remember we played each other last week. And
I don't
beat you,
count that.
so-
That's an asterisk. That's an asterisk.
all right, let's get into the NFL news. We gotta keep this going. We're doing this in the middle of my son's nap time, so whenever he wakes up, Jake's gotta go. So, Marvin Jones signs with the Lions. He was originally there. A decent receiver. I thought a veteran receiver. I'm kind of hoping the Packers would get him. Like he's a good veteran receiver. Fantasy wise, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, helps Jared Goff. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Michael Thomas still not 100%.
I saw that news. And I was like, ah, classic.
It's heartbreaking because of what he can be, but it's about time. Like he might after this year have to hang her up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a real bummer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something we'll keep an eye on because if he ever does get healthy, then we've seen what he can do. So we'll see. But hopefully he can get a bit more healthy. I think, in my opinion, the biggest signing of this week, Irv Smith Jr. signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. Wide receiver 2. I think he could flirt. He could flirt as like tight end 10. We could have he could be good in that offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they lost both Hayden Hurst and whatever the other guy's name was.
Well, C.J. Usama was last year.
C.J. Usama. Yep. So yeah, I think he's just the guy now, and he's kind of a receiving upside. He never really did anything in Minnesota that made him, but could be tight end too. Yeah,
I think he'll be better than Hayden Hurst, honestly.
Oh, well, Hayden Hurst went to what, Carolina?
Yep.
I would agree with that. I think that, just a low end guy you could probably get later on and provide some. You want as many Bengals on your team as possible.
For sure.
So, if you want to take a backup tight end, sure. Or if you want to wait till the very end to get... See, he's the one where if you wanted to wait until, we're talking... Are you okay there, Adam?
My cat has the zoomies, so if you hear stuff banging around, she's just being a psycho cat right now.
He's one of those guys that if you wanted to wait till around 14, 15 to just take your tight end and then just stream them, like that. I'd
totally.
take Smith,
Yeah.
Marquise Goodwin signs with the Browns. Jordan wrote, "Sorry, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Yeah, man, that stock is just."
Yeah, after Elijah Moore and now,
he might not make the squad.
And then, there's not much to say about that. And then Marquez Callaway, former Saints receiver, signed with the Broncos because they just need all the receivers.
Mm-hmm. I think Peyton's bringing in names that coaches and players that are comfortable with his system, and if Callaway does okay, I mean the value it really hurts is KJ Hamler, which I've always been really high on him. I just think he's going to be irrelevant if Callaway has a nicer fit with the offense. But
they're
going to be special teamser.
They're going to be battling for the fifth receiver on the team, fourth
or fifth,
fourth or fifth, and that's assuming they don't draft anyone.
Yeah, and I don't think it really affects the value of Sutton or Judy. No. I really don't. So
no news on that, by the way, either. Really.
Actually,
right.
Sean Payton came out a few days ago saying that those two receivers will not be traded.
Okay, well, there you go.
He's like, I read the news like everybody else, and I can promise you we've taken calls. That's George Payton's job, the GM, but my job is to tell you those two will be here.
All right.
Sean Payton's kind of taken on the role of a pseudo GM. He wants the good players to stick around, which I think is great. So,
of course you do.
Of course you do.
Of course.
Zeke narrowed down his options to the Eagles, Jets, and Bengals. I read something that said that the Eagles was not very likely. So, assuming the Jets and Bengals, where would you want him to go? I would assume it'd be the Bengals, right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it would kill his fantasy. I don't want any Zeke next year, no matter what.
No. If he goes to any of those three teams, I don't really want him.
No.
Nope. Yeah. Don't want him.
If he goes to the Jets, I think it could hurt Breece Hall a little. But, because you worry that, whoever signs Zeke, he's just going to come in and steal touchdowns. And that can be kind of frustrating if you're a Breece Hall person or a Joe Mixon person. So, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. We'll keep an eye on it. And then, what else? Okay, Lamar Jackson officially requested a trade. He said he did it back on March 2nd.
I guess he tweeted about it.
So
now we know about it. Yeah.
Does he get traded?
No.
Jordan? I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I want him to so bad. But I don't think so.
I just can't believe all these teams that are like, we're out. Like the Patriots, we don't want them. Atlanta's like, we don't want them. I'm like, why would you not?
They are waiting to see what happens, though. That's what they're doing. With everything, they want to see the first team to come say like, hey, we really want them, to see what they value them at. I think they're waiting.
I hear you, but I think the whole thing's dumb. I mean, we're gonna keep reporting on it, and it's just a wait and see. That's all it is. John Lynch says Brock Purdy has earned the right to start for the 49ers. Jordan wrote, "Suck it, Jake." I will still stand by what I said.
All right. Well, we have a keep trade cut that we can discuss this in more details, but I had to put it in there when I saw the quote. So
can't wait for that one.
All right. Yeah. In the chat, Joey mentioned that Joe Mixon will get cut by the Bengals.
Not gonna happen.
There's been a lot of reports about that, though. It is a real thing, and I think that it's they have to wait until June, whatever, if they were to do it. So, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. And if that were to happen, that'd be pretty crazy.
I'm reading the chat, Joe. You said book it. It's going on the list.
It's going on the list. While Jordan's doing that, let's do our first keep trade cut. So the way this works, it can be a little confusing based on if it's dynasty or what kind of league it is. So unless we say otherwise, we're going to assume redraft. We have a few dynasty, but we'll assume redraft. And pretty much...
I grouped them, Jake.
Okay.
So we'll do redrafts first, and then we'll talk dynasties at the end.
It pretty much just means, say you have these 3 people on your team, and you want to move them. Who do you think would keep the most value for yourself? Who do you think you could get the most value for? And if you had to cut one, which one would you cut? So that's just kind of what that means. Adam, let's start with a fun one. This is coming from John B. Oh, also, make sure you guys follow us on our Facebook page because all these questions are questions that you guys have asked. So we're answering. We'll hopefully name drop some of you guys. But John B. Adam, keep trade cut. The Denver Broncos, the Minnesota Twins, or the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
I hate him so much. that John B guy. I don't know him very well, but I hate that guy.
No, we value your loyal
Oh,
listening. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to keep the Fighting Irish because I do like college football better than the NFL. I actually like
that is wrong, but okay.
I just do. I love college football. Going to trade the Denver Broncos because, you know, they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has value, so I could get a lot for the Broncos in this game. And I'm cutting the Twins because baseball, I like it, but it doesn't come close to football, so.
All right. You're talking like you were the owner of all 3 of those institutions.
Wow,
I see.
You're very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, guys, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to present one of these keep trade cuts to you guys, and then the other 2 will just chime in where we think you were right or wrong or whatever, okay? Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. That way we can try to get through a bunch of these because we have like 30 of them. So
great.
It'll be good.
Let's start with a tight end one. I'm just going to skip around here. Tight end. Jordan. Keep trade cut. Greg Dulcich, Taysom Hill, or the tight end from Tennessee who I can never pronounce because his name is very hard to say.
So you're going to go out of order. This is a dynasty. This was a dynasty question.
Was it?
Yep.
You didn't say that. Oh, yeah, it is. I'm sorry. My apologies. But still answer.
You got to go from the top, man.
Yeah, I will, but answer that one.
Okay.
How do you say his name? How do you say that guy's name?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't want to pronounce it so wrong. I'm going to butcher it.
Okonkwo, I think it is.
Okonkwo. That's how you say the last name.
I think that's the last name.
All right.
We here at our Next Up Fantasy Football butcher names.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right.
Some of us more than others.
All right. Answer it.
All right. I think that I am keeping Greg Dulcich.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I think that he was proving himself towards the tail end of last season. New offensive scheme in Denver. I just have a little bit more faith that they can make something happen, so I think I'm keeping him. I would trade Taysom Hill because I think he has this weird overinflated value all the time, but I can't trust him on my team to start each week. He'll either get you 40 points because he throws a touchdown, or he will get you no points because he doesn't see the field.
Agreed.
There is no in between. And then I would cut Okonkwo from the Titans because unless you're Derrick Henry, I do not trust any Tennessee Titan on my team, and I don't think there's a lot of value for anyone other than Derrick Henry.
All right.
Thoughts?
I agree.
Very good. I love it.
Sorry, I just threw off the whole rhythm here because I went out of order.
I put it in a nice order for
I know
us,
you
Jake.
did. All right, you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to start at the top. This is redraft. Guys, this episode is just cursed. Let's just let it be. Adam, keep trade cut, Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, or Daniel Jones?
I am keeping Geno Smith. And my rationale for why is I think he'll have similar production as last year. Not as good maybe, but I think he's going to be solid. I think he's used to the system. He's used to the coaching staff, used to the players. He'll still put up some good fantasy points for you. And then I am trading Kyler Murray because some doofus out there will trade for a guy that has dual threat potential. and will want the upside there, even though he's really struggled. And I think Kyler Murray's going to fade away here in a few years. That's just me. Loves video gaming too much. He'll probably be a professional video gamer eventually. But anyway, but who's the last guy? Sorry,
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. I'm cutting his bum butt. I almost swore, but I'm cutting bum Daniel freak Jones.
I disagree completely.
I also disagree.
I
Wait,
disagree.
Jordan,
completely.
let me guess. Are you keeping Daniel Jones?
Yeah, sure am.
And are you cutting Gino?
Nope, I'm cutting Kyler.
Oh.
Yep. You might be right, Adam, that someone would trade for the dual threat potential. I think that Kyler is like clearly the worst option of those three.
Are you guys
Gino-
nuts?
Yeah, no, he's not going to have DeAndre Hopkins. They're going to get rid of him. He's a defensive head coach. He barely plays. Cardinals are in shambles. I want no part of that organization whatsoever. It's an absolute mess.
I'm going to own so many Kyler shares next year. I can already tell
Oh,
you.
Jake, you're just wrong, though.
No.
Well, I guess if you're drafting him. If you have all three of those guys, though, Jake.
You're not cutting Kyler of all of them.
Yeah. I think you would get more value for Geno Smith, who finished as a top 10 QB last year. You get more value for him in a trade
All right,
than
Jordan.
you would for Kyler Murray.
All right. Next year,
Yeah.
rank those three. Book it. How they're going to finish. Are they
Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, Kyler Murray. 1, 2, 3.
Book it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Put it down.
You guys think
You
Kyler
are
Murray
nuts.
is... No. I am out on Kyler.
I bet you.
I'm just out on him.
I will book the complete opposite way you said that.
Hey, I'm actually out on Kyler too. I just want to make that clear. But go ahead.
Kyler will finish first. Who'd you say in the middle?
Geno.
No, Daniel Jones will feel better or do better. I don't think Geno, we've seen one-hit wonders all before, and I think that's what this is. They should take a rookie quarterback and move on.
Well, they're grooming Drew Lock.
Joseph says, add Kyler to the continuing and growing poor Jake takes.
Yeah. So you think it's Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith is the order?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. The thing is, Kyler Murray is talented and he has the dual threat. His organization is just terrible, and he gets hurt, and then he's out, and he now has a defensive coach. They are getting rid of all of these receivers, and they don't seem to be replacing them. And I'm out. If you can't do it when you have DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Green and Hollywood Brown, you can't do it with anyone.
He did do it. That's the point. He was doing it with DeAndre. Last year, DeAndre Hopkins missed the first half of the season, and then by the time he got back, Kyler was hurt. So they weren't even together last year.
Yeah, it's still a mess.
Okay, all right, we're moving
Still
on.
a mess.
Who's next? Jordan. Jordan. Let's do James Cook, Cam Akers, AJ Dillon.
All right, and these are redrafts, remember?
Yep,
these are coming
redrafts.
from Eric. Thank you for
Eric,
sending these our way. So James Cook, Cam Akers, AJ Dillon. I'd probably keep.
This one's tough.
Yeah, I think this is interesting. If this was Dynasty, I'd feel very differently, but I'm definitely cutting James Cook. I think I'd trade Cam Akers and I'd keep AJ Dillon.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards Team Jake on this one.
Yeah, you can't cut Cook. Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'd trade Cook.
Oh, yeah.
I would trade Cook. I would keep Dillon.
We're talking about James Cook, remember?
Yes, correct. And
Okay.
I would trade him, keep Dillon, and cut Cam Akers.
I 100% agree.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Jake and I can be friends. This is good.
this is good. You can't cut James Cook. He's going to be... that is probably the best backfield competition this offseason. Is it going to be Damian Harris or is it going to be James Cook?
Yeah, well, a competition. The other guys aren't really in a competition. They have defined roles in their offense.
Which aren't very good.
Yeah, but they're still solid
Oh my god. See, this is why
players.
it's fun.
Damian Harris is going to steal every single touchdown from James Cook. They didn't trust James Cook last year. They brought in Naheem Hines, who's basically the same back.
He was a rookie.
Yeah. No. Yeah, well, so was Brees Hall.
I might actually change Adam. I can't remember what you said, but I think I'm going to agree with Joey here. I would keep Akers, trade Cook, cut Dillon. Just because as of right now, Cam Akers has the clearest path to 20 carries a game. So I'd rather have that on my team. And these are all
That's
guys
fair.
you'd be getting later on. I mean, this is actually an interesting one. It'll be curious to see where the ADPs are, but I could see all three of these guys being right around each other.
Probably. Yep.
So, hey, write this one down, Jordan, if you will, because I would like to see in a few months here, like, if those ADPs are next to each other, what people are doing. Like, what do we choose to do, I'll take this one, also from Eric, and then we'll skip a few and move on to someone else. Tyler Algier, Rashad White, or Dameon Pierce. I'm keeping Dameon Pierce because I think that he is going to be a star. I'm very high on him. Devin Singletary doesn't scare me even in the slightest now in Houston. I am keeping Tyler, or I'm gonna trade Tyler Algier as well. I think these are three young running backs that all could play for quite some time, right? Not a big Rashad White guy though.
No.
Just something about, I don't know. This is some poor analyst that I'm giving here, but something about him I just don't like. He couldn't really ever take over from poor playoff Lenny, R.I.P. But it's more to do with the other two guys. I like the other two guys a lot. Tyler Algier quietly had 1,000 yards last year, and he was in Dynasty, I'm buying him as much as I can. So I would trade him, but because I'd rather have Dameon Pierce.
Yeah, I agree with that. I could flip flop on Tyler Algier or Dameon Pierce. I see Dameon Pierce as maybe having the highest value to trade if you wanted to. But I think no matter which way you look at it, you're cutting Rashad White. He could not get it done. They were a terrible rushing offense last year. It's only going to get worse because you don't have Tom Brady anymore. I can't trust that. But Dameon Pierce and Tyler Algier, I'm all about. Either one of those you'd be happy to have. I'd cut someone else on my team to make room for both of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know that's not the game, but that's what I'd do if I had both of them.
All right, let's keep going here. Adam, we got Stephon Diggs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Jalen Waddle. So those are three guys. That's a good one because they're obviously all wide receiver ones probably on teams.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
I am keeping Amon-Ra. I am trading Diggs, and I'm unfortunately cutting Waddle. I think those are all three guys that are right around each other with production. But I feel like Waddle and Amon-Ra could be in a similar spot in a few years because Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be joined by Jameson Williams, who I'm really high on. I think he's going to be really good this year, but I think Amon-Ra is still going to get the majority of the targets from Jared Goff. And I'm trading Diggs because someone will give you something for him. He's got great value. So
you got to keep Diggs.
Yeah, that's my thought too.
You got to keep Diggs.
I understand.
I
what
don't care who
you.
Yeah.
I get what you mean though, because Diggs will get you the most value, right? But
right.
I just there's if you're keeping Amon-Ra St. Brown, you could find something similar, right? You can find a Jalen Waddle, right?
Yeah.
I think they're both here. They're both good, really good. And then Diggs is just a step higher, and I'd rather have that on my team.
You guys kept your poker face the entire time when I'm talking. No one laughed at me or raised your eyebrows, and then you just come at me. At least tip your hand a little bit.
Let's move.
I'm looking at the chat, and I agree with Joey, who says cut Amon-Ra St. Brown. That hurts me deep, but you gotta between those guys. You gotta cut them. Yeah.
Jordan, this one's from John A. And we're gonna be now. This is the first one where not everyone will be part of the same position. So we got Brandon Cooks, Josh Palmer, or Rashad Penny. Keep trade cut.
Keep Rashad Penny. I like that for him in Philadelphia. Well, as I'm talking out loud, I'm going to change that. I'm trading Rashad Penny because he's definitely going to get hurt. So I think he's at his highest value right now. I think he's at his highest point right now that everyone is hyped about him. He's the clear-cut number one. There's no one there. I would trade him now. Or before the season, I should say. Mm-hmm. I'd probably keep Brandon Cooks, and then I would cut Josh Palmer.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the only reason I'm not getting rid of Brandon Cooks. That's my boy.
Oh my lord!
But I agree with everything you said right there.
Yeah.
I to spite Jake, will trade Rashad Penny, cut Brandon Cook's bum butt,
And keep Josh Palmer.
and I'll keep Josh Palmer. I don't even know what team he plays for. If I'm being
Oh
honest.
my God, it was a Charger.
Oh, fantastic! I'll keep him.
All right, let's do 3 more from this redrafts, and then we'll keep cooking here. This one's coming from Fernando. Keep trade cut. Hayden Hurst, Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert.
Oh, I got thoughts, but I'll...
No, go ahead.
So, you trade Kyle Pitts. Get him off of your team. People are still crazy about him. He'll be tight end 2, he'll be a second tier tight end for the rest of his career. And you could cut Hayden Hurst because he's a Panther, and I want no part of that. And then I'd keep Dallas Goedert because love me that Eagles offense.
Adam?
Yeah, same mindset as
Yeah.
Jordan there. Kyle Pitts, just get him away.
What if Lamar were to go to Atlanta?
Don't do that.
If Lamar goes to Atlanta, I'm keeping Pitts.
Don't do that. I would agree.
Because I think that our sour feelings on Pitts has nothing to do with how good he is. Right? It just has all to do with just how bad the offense
Falcons.
is.
Yeah.
Hey, to keep us focused here, boys, this isn't what ifs. This is current keep trade cut.
And with Desmond Ridder throwing to Kyle Pitts, I am
trading him. Bye-bye.
John in the chat says, Jake, to get Brandon Cooks to come to your birthday party, you would have to invite Miles Sanders, would you? Of course I would. And and I would tell them how much I love and dislike them on the podcast, and it'd be such a great episode. And then we'd get off, and I'd be like, I am so sorry, Miles.
Yeah.
Mr. Sanders.
Mr. Sanders.
It's just like if Tommy Tremble were ever come on. Love the man.
Well, but we only say good things about Tommy.
All right,
so.
I got 2 more, and then we'll move to Dynasty, and then we'll wrap up here. So Joey asks, Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook. So all 3 of them have heard things about them. Is Dalvin Cook going to get cut, or Mixon, or Kamara's got the suspension looming? As of right now, there is no suspension. So let's just assume he's not suspended for the sake of this argument. What are we doing, Jordan? Or let's have Adam go.
Adam, do it, yeah.
I will keep Josh Allen.
What? What?
That's not an option.
Wait, what'd you say?
Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon.
Oh, Joe Mixon. I heard Josh Allen. I'm not kidding you. I heard Josh Allen. I was wondering why a quarterback was on that list. All right, fine. Let me
read you.
I am keeping Joe Mixon, even though apparently he might get cut. I'm assuming for cap reasons, but I'm keeping Joe Mixon. He's proven with the numbers. I am totally cutting Dalvin Cook's ass, but.
Wow.
My bad, Jake. You'll have to do the explicit content now.
I literally do every time.
Excellent. Perfect. But Dalvin Cook's an injury machine. I haven't trusted him since he's been in the league. I've never been a fan of his. Bye-bye. I'll cut you. And then I'm trading Alvin Kamara because some bum will take him.
Can you imagine that this guy talking right now coaches?
Yikes.
No. Jordan, please tell him why he's wrong.
I don't coach these guys, though.
Someday.
Just looking at the stats from last year, Dalvin Cook finished better than all of them. So I don't know who you're talking about that he played all 17 games. So and he finished as running back 9, Adam. So we're not
Go ahead.
absolutely cutting Dalvin Cook.
I'm keeping Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. He's the one I'm keeping.
I am.
Trading Joe Mixon, and I'm cutting Alvin Kamara.
Wow. All right. I think, yeah.
Alvin Kamara
probably.
is so frustrating to have on your team, especially with Taysom Hill there. It's just frustrating when they're on the 5 and you're like, give it to him, and then they roll out Taysom Hill, and Alvin Kamara is still standing there next to him, and you're like, he's not getting the ball.
He's not going to get it. Yeah. Taysom Hill's got to earn that money.
Joey had a good point here. He said all of them are 1st or 2nd round guys. He says they're all busts this upcoming season. Again, Kamara probably won't end up being a 1st or 2nd round guy just with the suspension, but are you excited to take any of them in the 2nd round?
At the end of it.
At the end, there's something about it that makes me nervous, right? Dalvin Cook, he said Dalvin Cook gets cut post June 1st. So, I mean, we might be talking about guys that are getting cut or not playing. So, it will see. All right, last one because it's on here. Joey asked, Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold. Keep trade cut. So we're all cutting Sam Darnold.
Obviously, yep.
Yep.
You're keeping Brock Purdy. John Lynch told you so. The GM
Brock
told you
and
so.
roll, baby.
I'm sending Brock. Bye-bye. Trey
You
Lance
are
is,
such a bum,
well, in
Jake.
fairness, I have to die on this hill now. So,
Yeah, and you're a bum.
okay.
I will say, Jake, in your defense, so I think Brock Purdy will start, and that is a football move. I would be more excited from a fantasy perspective
Absolutely.
if Trey Lance is starting.
Yes.
For his rushing upside, I would want him more. I think that's clear. Brock Purdy was kind of like a similar to Jimmy G, which was always 250 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Just
That's what you got out of
man.
Brock Purdy. He won games, that's fine. If towards the end of the year you were in a terrible spot with quarterbacks where everyone's getting hurt, and you had Brock Purdy, you could do a lot worse. But I'm more excited about Trey Lance as a fantasy starter. But what do I think is going to happen? I think Brock Purdy gets the.
I still think that Trey Lance plays more games. I think he is starting.
Well, we got that
They've
bet.
given up too much. We don't need to rehash this. If Trey Lance is not starting week 1, does that have more to say about Brock Purdy or the organization? Because
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
What? Good Lord.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
Brock.
giving up all that stuff and then just being like, ugh,
But you need to, Jake. The thing I stressed last time, and I don't want to get into it either, is that if you make a mistake, like the Jets are moving on from Zach Wilson, you gotta bite the bullet. Just move on.
You just have to.
Just it's a business.
He's played
Move
6
on.
games. The man has
It's not necessarily a mistake. Zach Wilson is an absolute mistake, and you should move off him.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily that it's a mistake. You just found someone better. There's so
It is
what?
what it is.
Like
The Jets didn't need to have to come up and send 5 million first-round picks, though.
But you have to move
These
on.
GMs do not swallow their pride, ever.
John Lynch will, because they're going to win a chip here soon.
They are not going to win a chip.
Oh,
all right, this is a different debate.
Not with Brock Purdy.
I'm getting fired up, folks. We'll be
All right,
back.
we're gonna move.
debate.
We're gonna move to some dynasty stuff. So again, so in this situation, age matters a lot more, right? And these are guys. For anyone who doesn't know, these are guys that you keep from year to year. You all right there, Adam?
Yeah, I'm good. Drop my energy drink.
Okay. So like I said, these are guys that you're keeping. So Jordan, Adam, and I, we're in a dynasty league. Our home league's a dynasty league. So we cherish our players. So just
if you can't tell, we get pretty attached to certain guys. Brandon Cooks,
Unbelievably loyal.
for no reason. And then there's also people we hate because we stuck by them and they just kept burning us.
Yes.
And then we would
Hell
trade
no.
them, or we would trade them, and then they immediately would do well on someone else's
course.
team. So a dynasty league is a lot of fun, but it will make you love certain players for no reason and hate certain players for no reason too.
It'll make you love and hate your life being in a dynasty.
Jeez, I hate myself. Before we get into
Why
it,
did I trade for Zach Wilson? Stupid.
one last one. I'm gonna let Adam answer this one before we get into dynasty questions. This is a keeper question. 12-team PPR league. Adam, you can keep Brian Robinson in the 10th, Rashad White in the 9th, or Jameson Williams in the 14th. This is tough because we don't know the rest of your roster, right?
Right.
But what are you feeling for that one?
I would honestly keep Jameson Williams just because I do think he's going to be a very solid wide receiver 2 for the Lions this year.
All right.
I really like him. And his upside, his knee's going to be fully healthy. He will produce more. He played, 4 games at the end of the year, and his first catch was a 35-yard touchdown. So, I mean, I don't know.
Let me see if I can bait you into this. Adam, how good is he going to be next year?
Ooh.
You trying to get me to book it?
Yeah, book something.
Where he'll finish in fantasy or how good,
fantasy.
numbers?
In fantasy.
Fantasy.
He'll be a top 20 receiver, top 30, where are we at?
I think he's a top 35 receiver. You can book it.
All right, okay. All right. All right,
I'll
love
meet
it.
you halfway.
I would
here,
also
yep.
keep Williams at 14.
Yeah.
It's in that the worst one is the one that you would have to lose your 9th round pick for, which is Rashad White. So he's getting cut definitely. Yep.
Yep.
All right, Adam or Jordan, Jeremy has Greg Dortch. I always say that. Is it Dortch?
I think.
The receiver from. So this is some low end wide receiver stuff. Greg Dortch from, help me, Arizona.
Yep.
Paris Campbell, who just signed with the Colts, I believe. He's back at the Colts. Did I get that right? You look that up while I'm talking. And we got Curtis Samuel. Keep trade cut.
I'm definitely cutting Greg Dortch.
Really?
Paris Campbell just signed with the Giants.
The Giants. Thank you.
Yeah. Cutting Greg Dortch because Cardinals. Blech. We talked about that earlier. I'd probably keep Curtis Samuel, I think, next to Scary Terry in Washington.
But is he next? They
And
got
he's
Jahan
young.
Dotson,
Yeah.
Sam Howell throwing the ball.
Yeah, so I'm definitely cutting Greg Dortch, but is it Paris Campbell or Curtis Samuel that I'm keeping? I don't know. That's a tough one.
I'm keeping Dortch actually.
What?
Yeah, he played when without Hopkins there. He played 6-7 weeks, and he was like a starter, and he produced well in the high stakes fantasy league we were in last season. I started him for like the first month, and he produced. And I don't want anything to do with Paris Campbell. That's the thing. Like, the guy can't ever be healthy. He's a bust. I don't like him. I just don't want anything to do with him. I'd rather have Dortch and see what happens.
I can't keep a guy named Dortch. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I never even knew who he was.
Adam, I'm going to need you to stop saying that. We are supposed to be good at this, and that's the second time now you're like,
I'm really
who's that
good at
guy?
this. I picked players that are relevant. Greg Dortch is not relevant, otherwise I would have picked them. But anyway.
So is Josh Palmer.
Yeah, anyway. So I'm cutting Dortch. I am keeping Curtis Samuel. I don't care what anyone says. Sam Howell, blah, 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 blah. Jacoby Brissett will be the guy, and he will find a love interest with Curtis Samuel. And then I am trading
Paris Campbell.
Who in their right mind would trade you for Paris Campbell? That's my question. Like,
someone would give me like a late pick for him. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, between him and Dortch, I don't think either of them have like very much trade value. So that's why you have to keep one, cut one.
I think Samuel would give me points though, baby.
Joey says,
that's a good one though.
Joey says also Adam picks all his NCAA March Madness winners by their uniform colors.
I just want all the teams to have fun in March Madness. What are you talking about?
All right. Here, Adam, I got a good one. This is a good one. So I got Jahmyr Gibbs. He is the running back out of Alabama.
Okay.
Who, by the way, I must say, isn't getting the love he deserves because he's not Bijan Robinson. But
yeah,
like he's awesome. He's really good.
He's awesome.
You got him, you got Kenneth Walker, and you got Javonte Williams.
Oh my lord!
It's a tough one because you don't know where Gibbs is going right now, right?
Yeah, and Williams might not be healthy for Week 1. They keep saying.
Yep.
He says he will be. The organization believes he will be. Obviously, the upside, we've seen what he can do. He can be a very good running back. I'm going to keep Walker though. This breaks my heart. I'm keeping Walker. I'm trading Williams, and I'm cutting the Bama guy.
Jordan.
I'd keep Ken Walker too. I think that's the right call to keep him. But I think
plus
I would switch.
I had that cool book it with him last year. I got to stick with him.
Yeah, and you got it exactly. By week 5, he'll have over 50. Yeah, you got it perfect. But I think I'm going to flip flop. I think I'm cutting Javonte Williams. Unfortunately, I think that he doesn't have a high trade value. I think in a dynasty league, a young running back, depending on where he goes, I think that's
Javonte's young yet though.
That's true.
Yeah, but he's already been injured, and I think that's like part of. I think that's part of it. So then I would probably trade Gibbs. I think that his value would be high, but I don't know where he would go that would make me like really hyped to keep him over Ken Walker. I don't think I have a spot in my mind that I would say I want Gibbs over Walker.
Right.
Like if you put Gibbs and Williams and Walker in the same draft, like right now, like just based on what we knew beforehand, right? I think Gibbs is like he would be the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'll go in the first round. He should go in the first round this year. I don't know if he will, Yeah, 'cause-
I think he'll go early second. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
don't-
running backs
yeah.
are so flaky with that.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd probably go Gibbs, Walker, Williams, right? And the problem with Williams is that while he is super young, right? He was last year was his rookie year, right? So like,
Yeah.
the problem is, you blow out your knee in your first year, or whatever it was. So, that's tough. It's tough. It'd be really fun to look back at that question later on after we know where he goes. I'm gonna get in another one here. We got two more, and then I'll read Joey's comment. He had a good comment here. All right, Samaje Perine, Joshua Kelly, James Cook, Jordan. What do you got?
That is a good question. So Joshua Kelly is the backup for Austin Eckler currently in LA for the Chargers. James Cook obviously in Buffalo with Damian Harris, figuring that out. And then Samaje Perine behind Javonte Williams.
So we're talking backup
Denver.
running backs. Yeah.
Backup running backs. For some reason, I want to keep Joshua Kelly because of whatever Austin Eckler's up to. I kind of like that he could end up just being the primary back, but that's a risk. That's rolling the dice, because if that's wrong, he's the one you want to cut.
That's why you trade him, because he has value right now.
Because he has value now. Yep. Okay. I'd probably cut Perine just for like an age perspective in a dynasty league. Javonte Williams, he would come back and he would be the guy. And then I know I talked bad about James Cook, but it's a little bit of a different vibe here in a dynasty.
Sure.
And I'd probably keep James Cook.
Joey said in the comments section, Samaje Perine will finish higher than Javonte Williams in total fantasy points this season.
Interesting.
So I'm walking in my apartment to get another energy drink here, boys, and I had to stop walking when I heard that because I am floored, Joey. Joey, we're building a rivalry here, buddy. I don't know you personally, but come on, man.
If that's
I like
the case,
Samaje Perine because he's got a beard of a god, but I gotta go. I gotta go against you here, man. Oh my goodness, I'm done. I can't even think straight. I'm sorry. Next question, please. For me.
If that's the case, if Samaje Perine is outscoring Javonte Williams, Denver's going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on.
No. It means they're going to be behind, meaning they have to pass it, and that's where you're going to get the points from Samaje.
Yeah, but if he scores like 10 receiving touchdowns, the Broncos are probably doing okay.
Yeah. I guess it's either like it's a very end of the like both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But that's quite a bucket. That's quite a thing. And then I skipped one. Let's do one more. And I skipped this one earlier, so we're going to rewind, redraft. This will be the last one for the episode. Adam, Mike Evans, Amon-Ra, or DJ Moore?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
So it's redraft, not dynasty.
Redraft,
okay.
correct.
I am keeping DJ Moore. I am trading Mike Evans. And then who's the third guy? I'm sorry. I was just...
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, my gosh. Now I'm going against myself. Oh, no. What a hypocrite. I'm cutting Amon-Ra because I think Mike Evans carries the name, on the production. And I think you could trade him for value. I think Baker's going to be okay. I really do. I think Baker will be all right in Tampa.
Top 20.
No. Maybe. I don't know. But... I gotta trade Mike Evans. I just and I'm cutting Amon-Ra. I don't know. That's how I feel. And DJ Moore, I think, is gonna have a really good year.
I think they're all gonna have a really good year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep Amon-Ra though. I think
Me too.
He's just we've seen it with Jared Goff, right? And that's really tough. But like I think that we've seen it before. He's super talented and he fits really well in that offense. I am trading Mike Evans. Just because, it's Baker. Like you said, he carries the name, and I'm cutting DJ Moore. I love DJ Moore this year, but we have never seen Justin Fields be a prolific passer. So unless I got to see it first, right? This is a pretty good situation to be stuck in, though. So
I almost feel bad saying this. I think you could get more value for DJ Moore than you could for Mike Evans in a trade. I think that without Tom Brady, and I think with Baker there. Like, Baker obviously on this, weird prove-it deal again, but he cannot give If Baker starts the whole year, Mike Evans will not have 1,000 yards. His streak will end.
Whoa.
It's just over. Yeah.
No, I think he hits it still.
No, I'd book that. If
All right,
Baker
book it.
starts the whole year, Mike Evans will not have 1,000 yards season.
Well,
All right,
hold
write it down.
on. Who else would be their quarterback? Kyle Trask? Does that change your opinion?
I guess that's true.
I mean, unless
They draft the guy.
Though I did see that someone in the chat said that the Bucks should send a second-round pick to San Francisco and get Trey Lance. What do you think of that?
Oh my God, no.
No,
No.
they won't.
No.
They won't
no,
do that.
Sorry.
Of course they're
No.
But they
not.
should. They should try. They should make the phone call.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they make the trade after our podcast talked about this?
Yeah, we would say it was we did it.
We broke the
Yeah.
news before The Athletic, before ESPN. We're big time.
We're big time. All right, so there's our keep trade cuts. Just a few comments here. So Joey was talking about P. Ryan. He said, in Dynasty, he's playing for now. P. Ryan will rack up goal line touches and third down catches. Think of how Mark Ingram outscored Alvin Kamara under Peyton those first 2 seasons in New Orleans. P. Ryan equals Mark Ingram. I think that's a really good point though. Like, are you playing for now? In our Dynasty league, no offense, Adam, Jordan and I are playing for right now, right? So we probably won't have P. Ryan because we're trying to get, maybe some older guys because you're trying to win right now. Versus, we're just where Adam's in our league. He went all in a few years ago, won.
Yeah.
And,
First and only undefeated season, I want to point out.
and then proceeded to win and back it up by trading for Mac Jones and Zach Wilson. So he's in a bit of
Well,
a
I knew.
rebuild.
Now, hold on. You didn't provide context, and I hate that. I knew I was going to have to rebuild because I had a bunch of old guys on my team, and now I'm in like a 4-year rebuild. And anyway, I'm glad I did it. I won the league. I wouldn't change it for the world, but now I'm in a 4-year slump. So yeah.
Yeah, he's the Rams.
I am. I'm like
Yep.
Sean McVay, baby.
Yep.
John in the chat said, "What about my QB one?" John, I don't know where it is, so if you want to post it here, we'll answer it quick. So someone said, trade away Cole Kmet right now. Get someone like a second-round pick for him. I mean, Cole Kmet's going to be a hot tight end pick this year, I think.
Yeah, people are going to like him.
What do you guys think of him this year?
I like him, but I think you could trade him away.
Do you want him or Irv Smith Jr.? Or Senior?
And I think this gets just to our philosophy on tight ends. I think there's the top tier, and then between Cole Kmet and Irv Smith is such a small difference as far as I'm concerned. So if you could get something like a second-round pick for him, that could be really good value to pick up a running back or receiver in the second round instead.
I think Kmet will have a solid year, but like Jordan said, I agree with everything he just pointed out.
If it's not Travis Kelce, it's all the same as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I mean, that's not true.
It's funny.
It's all close. It's all close.
We included Kelsey and Andrews as the measuring stick, and then Andrews faded away really fast.
Well, it's because there's no Lamar.
Tyler Huntley.
You can't have Tyler Huntley thrown to you and produce numbers like Travis Kelce.
According to the Ravens, you definitely can.
Yeah,
Pay
it's
the
the same.
man. Pay the man. All right. All right. We got one more. We started it with a funny one for Adam. Let's end it with a funny one for Adam. Adam, keep trade cut. Drew Lock, Brock Osweiler, or Paxton Lynch. These are all past failed Denver Bronco quarterbacks.
Oh man.
Paxton Lynch has been benched
ironically,
in every league he's ever been in.
So I'm cutting Paxton Lynch for that reason. He's a bum. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm keeping Brock Osweiler because out of the 3, he produced the most, and the Broncos brought him back after the Texans debacle, and then he went to Cleveland, and the Broncos got him after the Browns released him. And then Brock started a few games and looked okay. So Brock Osweiler out of those 3 actually produced okay. And Drew Lock is a bum. So I'm trading him because someone will give me a 5th round pick for him or something, or like a 12th round pick for him. So it's all good.
Adam, that was funny. You're funny every so often. That was good.
I like that.
That was good. Yes, Paxton Lynch. He's been the NFL, the AAF, the XFL, every league he's ever been in, he's been benched. So
Yeah.
there's
He's
just not
not
good.
great. Yep.
Where was he out of, Jordan?
I don't know.
Buffalo,
Memphis.
Memphis.
Did he get benched there too?
No, he's a stud.
He's a
So
stud.
actually, fun story about him real quick. Jerry Jones wanted Paxton Lynch so bad in that draft. And when the Broncos took him in the first round, apparently he was so mad he walked out of their war room, the Cowboys' war room, because they didn't get Paxton Lynch. And then they got Dak in like the third or whatever, and it worked out.
Well, yay for Dallas. Well, on
Yay.
that note, appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys can follow us on Facebook at the Next Step Fantasy Football Podcast. You can find us here on YouTube. So we're live. We record these episodes live, and people just kind of hang out. It's fun. It's a good time. That's also youtube.com/Next Step Fantasy Football Podcast. We have a Patreon if you wanted to monetarily help us out or contribute. We're going to be opening up a few separate leagues, some exclusive leagues, and that will be at the end of the draft. So probably, we'll say May, right? May 1st or something like that. We'll open that stuff up. Hopefully we'll be able to fill everything. That would be cool. We'll have free leagues, money leagues, all sorts of leagues. Next few weeks, it's April, so next few weeks we're going to be getting in the draft. So we're going to do our own mock draft. We're going to break down a draft, and then we will live stream the draft as well. Obviously on YouTube we can't show the actual draft, but we'll be here watching it along with you guys. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff. We're getting into it. We're getting into the fun stuff. Yeah, unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
Nothing for me.
Go Broncos, go Irish, go Tigers, baby.
All right, you guys take care. Be good. Look at you. Look at us guys. We're on YouTube.
fun.
We're everywhere. Just a friendly
Everywhere.
reminder that everyone can still hear you.
This is so no F-bombs right now?
Well, I mean, yeah, probably not.
No.
No.
Yeah, what? No.
All right. Fuck
What
it,
do you
I
mean
won't
probably
say it.
not? Come on.
We're gonna get strikes.
Jordan looks distraught.
Someone's gonna report this. I'm gonna report this content.
Guys, there's actually
Oh,
nothing
come
wrong
on.
with swearing. It's all right.
That's all right. Yeah, we're all right.
Hey, I appreciate Joey, John. I think you guys were the big two that popped in today. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It was a good time.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week, midweek probably, right?
This is honestly, for back-to-back years now, back-to-back seasons, one of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite,
you say
besides
that
the
almost
Book It
every
episode.
week.
Yeah, but
Every-
the Book It episode still holds a special place in my heart for now. But
Just
this
wait till
one was
next
fun.
week. Yeah, it's fine. I appreciate everyone who was patient with us. Just so many things happened. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we'll be back.
Can't control tornadoes
No,
when they appear.
no.
Yeah,
You know?
life
Yeah,
happens.
Man, I turned on the TV last night, and the little funnel thing, it shows, and it's like, my town. So we'll be back next week, 7:30, 7:30, somewhere in there. And I think, well, what do you think, boys? Do you want to break down someone else's draft? That's what we did first last time, and then we
Yeah,
did our
let's
own.
do it.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time to start talking about drafts.
All right, we'll break down someone else's draft next week. Hang out with us. Tell us what we get wrong, what your favorite team, what you want them to do. So,